your Alaska Link weather for Juneau and Southeast.
We are heading into our first full weekend of June, as we did ring in June earlier this week on Sunday. But we now here heading into this weekend will continue to monitor the rain shower activity. There may be a few more moderate upticks as well, some areas of some moderate winds. But note that we're not seeing the highest of the impacts. The system that is bringing in active weather has more of a zone of emphasis into the south central. But as we have those conditions around, we will be keeping an eye on a stronger drying trend that will take hold starting on Monday. And what's strong about this system is not only are we going to be drying out the environment, but we have a few days where we could talk about dry conditions, and those drier conditions can allow for the atmosphere to warm up a bit better and try to get us back to more seasonable temperatures, which we'll look at here in a moment. But here's what we are seeing as we head into our Saturday. High tide occurring just around noon, and then again looking at 11:30 into the late evening hours. Now we've had this really steady trend of noting that our high temperatures continue to hold anywhere from low to about mid 50s. We should be into the low 60s this time of the year. Now it's not frigidly cold temperatures, but definitely when we get those 60-degree days and we can have some sunshine, it's pleasant conditions. We even know records this time of the year can sit into the 80s. That's 30 degrees warmer than where we're forecasted for tomorrow. And we're not going to see a big surge, but we're hopeful to get at least closer to these numbers next week. Now, what's going to keep us cool through this weekend is staying with the spring pattern of tracking areas of rain showers and sometimes of some winds. We do see a slight increase in our winds here, even in Juneau through the end of the day. Not overall too blustery, especially far inland, but our farther northern and outer coastal regions here will have some of the strongest winds here for Saturday, noting some 20 to 40-mile-per-hour winds, but then noting that we will have some of these winds that will extend into Sunday for more of the central and southern portion of the region, allowing for at least some 25, some 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Now, we again can see some of that stronger reflectivity is focused in on the south central here as we roll through Saturday, but we still have some ejections of some moisture. Then the front starts to make its push across here, our region, from Saturday night into Sunday. But again, we're not seeing the consistency of a longevity of a rain field. We even note that the far southern panhandle will largely miss out on the big numbers. We are only noting a few hundredths of an inch for the far southern panhandle. Even Petersburg there, just over 3/10 of an inch. Sitka, just over a half an inch. It's areas here of our triangle of Juneau, Yakutat, and Haines where we'll see some of those more moderate impacts when it comes down to steadier rain showers and times of some stronger winds. We'll note, though, that we'll start to break up this system as we roll through Monday, which will allow for some of those brighter skies. And once we can get some of those brighter skies, we do see a better potential where we could allow for those high temperatures to flirt with the 60s.